Okay, welcome back. So, I just spent the last 40 minutes filming a Cookup video. So I was going to cook up a beat in Flex, stock FL Studio plugin. Be a good video, nice drill beat. And then I realized my OBS had the desktop audio muted for 40 minutes. Spent 40 minutes on a video recording, gone. So, as is the nature of daily uploads, I gotta get something out every single day. So, I thought, I've still got the beat, it'll still play, it'll still be fine, and what I can do is I can go through the process of how I was able to use Flex to make a drill beat. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what I started with was this piano from the Essential Pianos free pack in Flex. Got this Yamaha C7, turned up the volume attack, and then bit of reverb to give me this. I laid down some root notes and then built some chords around it and copied them and then changed up this little bit over here. But here's what it's sounding like. Then I found this choir R sort of thing in the general MIDI library. Turn the cutoff a bit of delay, bit of reverb, and here's what this is sounding like. So those layer on top of that, and then this little piano dark sound that was also from the general MIDI library and didn't do too much, bit of reverb, bit of delay, and the cutoff is normal. Here's what that's sounding like. So all of those came together pretty nicely. Then I exported it out to this, added some effects. I'll go through the effects actually. So reverb on the piano dark. Then with the choir R, I pretty much completely took out most of the sound really. Bit of reverb, bit of ozone imager to bring the sound back. Actually no, yeah. So that's piano dark, that's the choir R's, and then this is the chords. Got rid of the low end, bit of boost to the mids and the high end, and then a little bit of delay you can see there. Turn the wet to 50%, level to 25. Then exported that out, and then pitched this down 500 cents. Now, this was because the 808 was not working too well. It was a bit of a task to figure out what to do with that. But eventually I figured if I pitched at that level, it would sound alright. So what I did actually do, I went back to the Yamaha 7, pitched it up 5. Whoops. I think I played it for you one higher. I think I might have messed around with it a little bit. But I pitched it up 5 from the original. And then I took the first note, then the second note of the rest of the chords. Oops. And kept those, and then copy that over. But that's just because if I went back, the D hitting as the first note sounded terrible. So I fixed that just by using the A instead. Anyway, here's what that is sounding like. I'll actually play the pitched up version of the melody first, and then I'll play the 808 for you. So a bit of reverb I did put on this before I exported, and then took out the low end just after adding a little bit of reverb and stereo separation on that to widen it up a bit. Then the 808. So here's what this is sounding like. I feel like that goes very hard. Big fan of that. And then layered that with a kick. Very nice, big fan of that. Now, I then moved on to the hi-hat and snare. So this default hi-hat, pretty basic drill sort of pattern. Quite a fan of it actually. Usually with drill hats I tend to go a bit too over the top, but I thought this was a bit more chilled and spaced out. And the snare with that as well. Then a little open hat, just hitting there, taking a break, there. So altogether those drums are sounding quite nice. But I felt like it was a bit too normal trap sort of sounding and didn't have that drill taste to it. Then I decided to add some shakers. So those really changed up the sound, I think. This drill shake, I actually mistakenly put it in the wrong spot. So I was going to just copy this over in the same spot, but I lined it up wrong and realized that it sounded much better, in my opinion. Just adds a bit more complexity, so I'll play that. Sort of hitting off, and you can also would have heard in the background this chrome perk, also just a shaker. I feel like that plays really nicely with the hi-hats. So that's it for the drums. Now, this is a pretty basic beat, to be honest. The key to finding drill sounds inside of Flex is just finding the piano first and then working your way off of that. A solid piano with the volume attack turned a bit to the right, just so it's got that sweeping sort of sound, with a top melody of like a flute or like some bells or something, and then just chuck a gross beat or halftime on it and you are golden. So Flex is pretty handy for creating drill beats if you've just got stock plugins or something, but there are plenty more better alternatives in third-party and paid plugins. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and here's the beat.
What was that?